Do. Hi everybody. This is a special holiday stream by me today. Currently on the East Coast instead of the West Coast in Seattle, and I got a few hours before dinner and stuff. I'm staying with my girlfriend's folks, so graciously had some downtime here, and I found this game, Aviary Attorney. Hey LZT, how's it going, man? And I wanted to play it. I got to play it for like 30 minutes last night before I had to go to bed, and it was so awesome. So I'm super excited to play this game and see what happens. As far as I know, it's about birds and puns and crime solving in the 1840s. So hope you're interested in that kind of stuff, because that's what we're doing today. So let's do this. Yeah, let's lawyer some birds. Alright, well that's really pretty. 1848. I'm not going to pronounce that. Baron Rogrel? Chateau Series. Oh, thanks, Phil. Under 1500. Damn, Caterline, what have you done? Act 1. A cat with claws. It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Sparrowson. Well, look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon? Ugh, too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. Give me that wine. Alright, I like this guy already, Falcon. There'll be time for that later. We got some business to handle first. Business? Uh-oh. A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. All right. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I'm writing you today because my daughter, Dame Caterlin, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. Oh, this is going places, right? Oh yeah. Already, this is a great way to start a story. Plus, I just love that art style. Look at that, guys. Like that sketching, illustrative stuff. That is super cool. So she's been arrested for a crime she did not commit. Father's very firm about that. She's being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. Hopefully you guys over in Eurozone could help me with these pronunciations. Nano, could you possibly reduce the bit rate to under 1500? I think it should mostly be doing that, but I'm not sure. I tried to set it there, but I might have to restart the stream. So maybe next break I'll try to do that. So, birds wearing clothes and reading books. What is this madness? Yes. So, she's being held at the Conciergerie prison. Her trial's in 3 days. Uh-oh. I'm no lawyer, but that seems pretty crazy. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Seigneur Portoir. Portoir. Okay, he's definitely a cat. Love this. Demiao of the Demiao estate. Portoir Demiao. Oh yeah, this is good. We're going places here. Well, this is quite something. I know. Your first serious client in months. The Demiao estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Caterlin, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. So French fairy kitten, indeed. Wow, I suppose you intend of defending Dame Caterlin in court? Oh, choices. Of course, nope. Yeah, I mean, I need that money. I need to buy that wine, right? Wine ain't free, even in 1848. Yeah, this is supposed to be Ace Attorney with bird puns. That's pretty much spot on. Of course, it would be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. Oh yeah. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We're going to find our kitty client at La Conciergerie. Excellent. My dear ear is getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I better file away Signora de Meow's letter first. One moment, Falcon. Pertoire's letter has been added to your evidence folder. Oh, look at this evidence. Oh, yeah. She's being held at the prison. Okay, so she's at the prison. You may access this evidence folder at any time by clicking... Oh, okay. I nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again. I recall you losing it at New Year's party. And at Christmas. Yes, alright. No need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. You may see how much money he is carrying at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. 20 francs. Alright. Let's make a move. Welcome to the map screen. Okay. From here you can travel to any listed area by clicking on location, name or location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Well, looks like you only got one spot, so let's go to the clock. Let's go to the prison. They should have called this game Point Beak. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the Conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the Conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well-mannered. What do you want? Quark. That's a great name. Good day, monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Catherine de Meow. I'm due to represent her in court. Oh, you're a lawyer, huh? Fine, fine. Follow me. Sparrowson's... The eyes, man. The eyes are good. But what are you waiting for? Keep up. Have you played any Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detectives? It's a board game that seems like it would play like this very much. No, but I definitely will check this out after this stream, because that sounds like something I want to do in a big way. Oh, Catherine. Oh, that's very cute. A bunch of furs in prison. Poor girl. Sigh. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Ta-da! Teleport. Dame Catherine de Meow, I presume. You've arrived, fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant Sparrowson. Milady is knowledgeable. Don't talk to her. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice. Oh, burn! So he hired the first people in the address directory. Oh. You see, Falcon? I told you listing under Aviary attorney would pay off. Let's get down to business. Dame Catherine, could you fill us in on some details? Is this a house cat? Maybe that's why? I don't know. Your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? What happened on the night of the murder? Who was there that evening? Did you see anything suspicious? I feel like most Law and Order things start with, what happened the night of the murder? So let's go with that one. Right? Yeah, let's go with that one. I know, right? I'm not sure if the cat knows if we're food. Like, is Sparrowson food? Not sure about this world yet. What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa have arrived at Chateau Creneret, the home of the great Baron Rougel. Rougel? My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Granouille and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what took your what? Camera. It's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Wow, technology is amazing. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Pfrah. Let me believe. Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make note of it. Camera has been added to your evidence folder. Is my evidence folder? Camera. Robito. I wonder if he's a rabbit. You can buy it on the internet. Claw and Erdpur. Yeah, if they were cats for sure. The tiny bug. I love that. That's super cute. Camera has been added to your evidence. Falcon. Please continue, Tim Catterlin. So after we had that photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grenouille. So he's the frog from the beginning, I think. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur. Over the froggy monsieur. And called for help. And then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Who was there this evening? It's officially Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas! Officially in Sweden. Swedentan. Scowl. Skull. Enjoy. Celebrations, LZT. Merry Christmas. Dame Catterlin, who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest maman couldn't make it. And there was Baron Rogel, who hosted dinner. And his housemaid. Colleen, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Grenouille. Well, you know, until he died. And then there was Monsieur Robito de Robino. Ah, maybe he's a robin. The man with the camera. But he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Yeah, I guess I should ask, did you see anything suspicious? Dame Catterlin, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon. Oh, nice. Asking the hard questions. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer. You got me. Did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious, the conversation boring. It was all very ordinary, until the incident. The incident. I see. That's a very calm way of stating a murder. She called it the accident, she called it the incident, she never called it, like, mistake. I don't know. Sounds like she's leading on to more than what she seems. Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. I did? Dame Catterlin, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was! You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring. Garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marbled steak served perfect bloody rare. Glorious. Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. What? Write it all down, please. For me. Fine, fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery? Even for the steak? Nope. You would think that the great Baron Chateau Crenay would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. That is a little peculiar. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to the chateau, try to see the scene for the murder ourselves, and we should try to track down the supposed photographer. Monsieur Robito Rabino. 2 days for two tasks. Seems doable, but we should get head back. We should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you? I believe you. I believe in justice, or ellipses. Pursue the red herring. I have a feeling that's our goal, for sure. I'm gonna go with I believe in justice. Dame Catterlin, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth from any situation. I believe in justice. That's good to hear. You're not wrong, Falcon, but that's not what the lady needed to hear. You might want to work on being less of a, how to put it, feu de pute. Okay. I think it means piece of crap. Or foot and mouth? I don't know. Phil? I forget what Phil means. If serving justice makes me a Phil de Peu, then I'll wear that title proudly. Dame Catherine, Monsieur Grenry, Baron Rogel. These names are getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. Sparrowson has started compiling a Facebook. You can access a list of people you've met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Okay. Quark, Jailkeeper, that's me. Suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow. The wealthy father of Dame Catherine. Oh, that's awesome. Let's make a move. No, LZD, your pun was awesome. I really actually like the feeling you have a beeline about it. Let's go to the game saves automatically at the start of each new day, but you can also make a quick save at any time by selecting Save and Quit from the pause menu. By clicking the cog symbol in the upper left corner. That's what. Oh, cool. We can go to the chateau where the murder was, or we could go to the photographer. As far as bird-themed social networks go, they could have gone with something far more obvious. What's that? Feeder? Like F-E-E-D-R? I think I'm going to go to the studio, because that's also the first one on the list. So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock? Wait, there's a note on the door. Oh, well, since there's a note on the door. That magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Roberto de Ribinio, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit. When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean? I think it means he's a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. It's a rule of 2. Umbra-senpai, teach me your ways. Yeah, Umbro's a master of pun. But, dude, your pun game was fine. So, Sparrowson, what shall we do? We should knock anyway. Alright, I don't see the harm. Knocks. Nope. Doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. We should break in. I'm a bird. We should break in. What? Are you serious? Maybe? Monsieur J.J. Falcon, I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism. You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't know what came over. It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back. I'm barging the door down. Wait, just like that? Shouldn't we discuss this first? What in bird Jesus' name was that? You said you wanted to break in. I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Well, now we're here. We ought to make the most of it. The place is something. It's very swanky? I was going to say ostentatious. That's just swanky talk for swanky. That's swanky talk for swanky. We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. In investigation mode, you're free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest, and Falcon will examine it closer in detail. When you have had enough, you can't find anything else to examine, click on the X in the top right corner. Paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not quite sure where the clear liquid in the bottle is. Pictures! Look what's on the easel. Ah, that must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid named Caterline. I think Signor Pertot, Caterline's father. What shall we do? Do we just take this? We should take it. Yeah, sorry, we're taking this. We've come this far. We might as well borrow it. Is there anything else we need to do here? This is a picture of a fence. It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it as my favorite. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, thanks for the host there, LZT. Super nice of you, buddy. Oh, it's a fancy photograph. That's well played, Sparrow. No more fence puns. Is there anything else? Anything, Salmon? Did I look at this one? A finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. I can't rotate the picture, so I think... Oh, chandelier. Should get one of those for the office. I don't have the money for that sort of luxury. Maybe after this case. We're not getting into that old argument. Ladder versus step ladder. Well, I think we got that easel, so I think we are good to go. A jail cell. This reminds me how illegal this is, you know, breaking and entering, rifling through a person's belongings. A little illegal. Very illegal. It's cool, we're lawyers. I'm gonna go with it's cool, we're lawyers. Because that's a great answer. It's okay. I recently passed an amendment that allows for proportionate amounts of property damage in the pursuit of criminal evidence. I don't think that's correct, but your use of legal jargon makes me have faith in your credentials. It sounds like you're starting to learn the finer points of the French justice system, Sparrowson. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves. Sounds good to me. Uh-oh. Oh, mon Dieu, what happened to my door? Tell the truth or lie. Lie. Some kids did it. Little weasel types. We saw them. Yeah, weasels. They're all like, let's break into this art guy's house. Sounds like most people trying to bluff when I play RPGs. And we're like, no, weasels, you can't do that because that would be illegal. And then they were like, we chased them off. That's the important thing. Well, thank you, I suppose. Now let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast. Right, let's go. Renegade option. Alright, I guess we need to go to the chateau where the murder happened. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Creneret. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Excusez-moi, messieurs. Aw. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? Cough, cough. I don't suppose you happen to have some spare change. You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? I will give a franc. Here you go. Stay safe, madame. Many thanks to you, messieurs. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure a mother and a child have something to eat is the least I can do. Alright. I'm going to bed. Busy day with family tomorrow. Goodbye and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, LZT. Take care, buddy. What am I doing, standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson. We got business to attend to. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Creneret. Or is it Strineret? I'm not sure. Whoa, look at this place. Baron Rogel must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotel, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything on this side of the scene. Is he here right now? Yes. He's a smug-looking chap with the impressive name. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey, Baron, we like a word. How's that? Sparrowson, you're the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rogel, property owner extraordinaire, at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? We're attorneys. Not quite. I'm a private attorney, J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You know you aren't the first to pass through here today. Oh? Crinier. Yeah, Crinier. That makes sense. Yes. This jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning, asked a bunch of questions, and hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps. I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? Something like that. So what may I do for you, messieurs? We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed out here on Friday evening. Of course. Such a tragedy. I love the beat, like the dark, or like the deep bass notes for the guy's voice. Because he's like a lion compared to a hawk. Of course, such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs would be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself? Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest. You'll find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to your right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... unfortunate incident. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations. So, where shall we go first? I want to go to the garden. I think it's the garden because that's where the murder happened. Right? That seems like a fair idea, right? Yeah, let's garden. Dame Catherine? Wow, that's a garden. Dame Catherine said that she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place. Hey Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing. The crime scene investigation thing? Yeah, you know, the thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail. You mean search for evidence? Yeah, do that. That's not a bad suggestion. It won't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water at the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That'd be a perfect place to quickly stash our murder weapon. It's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in and take a closer look just to be sure. Yeah, I suppose we should. Oh, I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrowson, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin. Me? No way. If you want to go wading, do it yourself. I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to sell this. We'll flip for it. Flip for it? Yep, I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome, get it wrong, and you'll go for a swim. So what will it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon's face or plant squiggles? Here I go. It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon. You're going for a swim. Gah! Fine. Hold my shoes. Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. I must feel bad for cheating. Almost. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim? No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item at the basin. It's no murder weapon, though. What is it? It's brown and sticky and smells weird. Don't tell me you picked up a very wet cigar butt? Possibly belonging to Baron Morgel? Oh, Rorguel. Warjuel. Like roar. Like lion roar. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It's his house, after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder just in case. Cigar butt has been added to your evidence folder. Is there anything else we need to do here? A finely crafted horse statue. Faux number, you say, but the lion isn't in the photograph. What? Wait, what? No way. It shows Colleen, Caterline, and Pertur. That's right. It doesn't have the lion. It doesn't have Baron in it. Oh, what's up, Tice? How's it going, man? Just solving some crimes as birds. A finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike. Would you say it behooves you to stroke it? No. No, I would not. I have a feeling that Adam's going to love this game. Baron Rorguel certainly likes his horse statues. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Baby should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yep, eventually realized that it was just filling up on horse doves. Horse dwarves. Terrible. I think just click things for puns. I think we're done here. Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time. Don't push your luck. Let's go to the lounge where the picture took place. Yeah, these puns are awesome. Oh, so it's a giraffe. Second floor. Third floor. Door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. Psst. Hey Falcon, did you see that? See what? The housemaid totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I think she's pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it. Excuse me, Mademoiselle. Mademoiselle? Ah, yes, are you two policemen? No, we're private attorneys. My name's J.J. Falcon. And I'm Sparrowson. Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Duat. Colleen Duat. I'm trying to think if that's a giraffe pun. Duat? Colleen Duat. So, what can I help you, messieurs, with today? We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple questions? That's fine. Let me just grab a chair. That's better. What is it that you wanted to ask? Where's the call-out option? I wanted to call her out on doing something in that drawer. We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room? Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see, the cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon. And where was the camera pointed? Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock. I know, the painting on it totally clashes with the decor. I was thinking more obvious lines. The clock has no hands. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Rogel just keeps it around as a conversation piece. And we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make note of it. Missing clock hands have been added to your evidence folder. Ah, that makes sense. Thanks, Leavington. Of high. Missing clock hands. Let me look at that picture again. Oh. You pronounce it oh. Colleen Doe. Doe. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Maybe. But let me see. Oh, I can't look at that picture. I want to look at the larger picture. You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought that we were police officers. Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess? No. I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama last week. Oh, Doe's a female giraffe. Oh, okay. Colleen Doe. Pressure her. Play bad cop. Are you sure there isn't anything that you're hiding? It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. Right, and... Wait, no, that's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson. It isn't? Oh, well, what do we do then? I'll tell you later. Honestly, messieurs, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask? Under pressure. That's all. No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. No problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams, and, well, never mind, I'm rambling. It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Though I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else. Silverware, perhaps? Ah, you know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, I suppose the habit got a little away from me. That's one mystery solved, at least. Ah! Did it. Missing silverware has been added to your evidence folder. I would appreciate if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust. I see. So where to next, Big Bird? It's looking to be like it's the Baron. Please ask away, I have nothing to hide. We should always start with what happened the night of the murder. I'd like to ask you about your activities on the night of the murder. Oh ho, am I in trouble? Not at all. No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture. I see. Well, let me think. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock and we all sat down for dinner in the very hall at 6. In this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 we had our picture taken. My housemaid discovered the crime soon after that. I see. Is there something else I could help you, messieurs, with? I want to ask him about the food. I would hate to break his trust, so don't tell him that I've been stealing from him. I met your housemaid, Colleen Doe. She's a courteous young lady, isn't she? Yes, she was quite helpful. I'm glad to hear it. Did you two want to ask something else? That was the option for me to rattle on him. Okay. I hope so. Don't worry. If everything goes wrong, the trial, we could always just wing it. Ha 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 ha. Terrible. Just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest. God, these puns. These bird puns are next level. Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance. Are you nervous, Falcon? Nope. We got this case in the bag. Look at my feathers. See? Totally unruffled. Wow. Well, at least one of us is feeling confident. Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson. Is there anything you need me to do? No, we've got a handle on things. Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case. That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through. Let's move along, fellas. I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon. We will. Maybe I was supposed to go back and collaborate or corroborate stories. Whoops. Whatever. Rupert Rabington, present. The readiest prosecution, Your Honor. Oh, darn, that's not it. Oh gosh, where are my notes? Ha, I knew it. Knew what? Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes. Oh, was he smart? Pfft. No, he always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his 2 rabbit's feet. Unless he improved considerably, he may already have this trial in the bag. That's good to know. But say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored second and lowest marks in the class, who scored lowest? I exercise my right to not self-incriminate. Ah, here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Or the jury are present. All present counted for, Your Honor. That's awesome. Associate judges. Everything seems to be in order, so let's begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Catherine de Miao. Prosecution, please call your first witness. Gosh, are we there already? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Vulgaris, to the witness stand. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Monsieur, no, I'm Inspector. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My name is Inspector Vulgaris. I am a servant of the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city. Yeah, that beak's awesome. I enforce the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the famous Viridian killer to justice. My path begins 18 years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor. Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with the lawful goody Two Shoes. I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering. So, Inspector, is it true that you're the lead investigator on the case? That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime. Then you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival? Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by housemaid Baron Rourgeois. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Catherine de Miao. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with his blood on her paws. Well, that sounds like an open and shut case, in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor. Bloodied paws? Nobody told me that detail. Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony. Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination. How much blood was there in the lady's paws? Enough for it to be clear that she had dirtied her hands on the victim's body. We noticed blood on the suspect's nails around her fingertips, and even a little around her mouth. Her mouth? How vile. The inspector's answer seems pretty definitive. Do you have any questions about the blood on... But sometimes you have to take a risk. What are you saying? Something about the inspector's blood description doesn't sit right with me. Put pressure on the inspector. Maybe something will come up. Okay. Let's follow that line of questioning. It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course. How can you be so sure? I object to this line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on the Dame Caroline's paws could have only belonged to one person. Judge, Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions. I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Caroline's paws had nothing to do with the murder. This is foolish time wasting. If the blood on Dame Caroline's paws didn't come from the victim, where did it come from? It came from the stake! On the evening of the murder, Dame Catherine ate a bloody rare steak. Is this true, Monsieur Rabbington? Well, in a manner of speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the menu. Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak? Well. Wait, don't answer that, Inspector. It's a possibility. No! You gained a little favor with the jury. So, Inspector Valerti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater? Now hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You're overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Catherine is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She was no doubt brought up with flawless etiquette and perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left and a hand in her right, like any proper civilized animal. High stakes case, for sure. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners? Oh, that is a good question. Or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happened, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Catherine to eat with her paws. Take a look at this. What is this? Are you saying that this went missing on the night of the murder? Well, you see, I picked the wrong evidence? Yeah, I messed up. What? It's missing silverware. That's why she ate with her hands. That's what I chose, right? Show us what was missing from the dinner banquet. Take a look at this. What's this? Are they saying this went missing on the night of the murder? What? I don't understand. Show us what was missing from the dinner banquet. Am I not picking silverware? I'm picking silverware, right, guys? Show us what was missing from the dinner banquet. Ah, so what do I do? Oh, I think it's because you have no way to corroborate it. You picked the wrong piece of evidence, didn't you? Yeah, I messed up. What a buffoon. No! Call a surprise witness. I can't, Sproulson. It's over. No, 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 no. No! I don't understand. You didn't round out the maid, so she's the only one who can confirm it, and she wouldn't. Oh no. Such a thing would be cruel and humiliating for a delicate lady such as herself. See, I don't know about that, because I clicked it twice. See, that doesn't... I don't think I follow why the missing silverware isn't what was missing from the banquet. It's just, don't despair. I know you both did your best. You worked so hard over the last 3 days. No lawyer in all our France could have done a greater job. I don't know. I think there might be a bug with the game on this one, because that makes perfect sense. No one was there to corroborate the rare steak when I chose it until I selected it. Dot dot dot. Falcon. Interesting. Your game has been saved. Do you wish to continue? Yeah, I want to continue. Some bullshit. January 7th, 1848. You would think that picking that thing. I don't know. I had to pick the maid. Let's be reasonable, senors. There's no misunderstanding. In the name of the king, arrest this Spaniard. A fox among wolves. I knew Falcon would feel like turning up on the office on a Friday. But now it's midday on Monday and there's still no sign of him. This is becoming concerning. I should go look for him. To find him the hard way. Oh. Is it Sparrowson, right? That's right. I heard about the case you were involved in. I never would have thought that a dainty mademoiselle like Dame Catherine would be capable of murder. But then I suppose it makes sense that the most ruthless killers are the ones who can't put up the best facade. Yeah, I suppose so. Say, how's your friend doing? He seems a little down last night. Oh, you've seen him? Yes, he was brooding in the corner of Le Canard Joy, mumbling and drinking. It was a little depressing, to be perfectly honest. To the bar! Yeah, it seemed like an different mechanic. Like, I was led to believe, though, that what was missing is missing silverware, because that's also involving the banquet. Joyeux. Joyeux. Sparrowson steps through the doors of Le Canard Joyeux, the dingiest student tavern in all of Paris. His nostrils fill with a pungent aroma of sour wine and bitter tobacco. Well, ruffle my feathers, isn't little Sparrowson? I haven't seen you since you in years? How are you doing, hun? I'm feeling pretty good, Madame Cornell. Thank you for asking. I'm actually here to find a friend. He's a big guy named J.J. Falcon. Falcon? Yep, that's our Lem's been here all weekend. He's been motoring and muttering to himself all weekend, frankly. He's bringing the whole atmosphere down. I'll take care of him. Thanks, Madame. It's no problem, hun. He's probably still in the corner drinking in the room upstairs. Ah, the happy duck. Right? Like, I guess it was supposed to be the clock hands? But that doesn't seem right at all. Falcon, what are you doing on the floor? Hey, Falcon, wake up. Wow, the bird's completely out cold. You must have drunk this place dry. Let's see, how do you wake up a drunk person? Pour a drink on his head. Guess it's time for a rude awakening. Wakey, wakey. I used to turn to that sometimes. You couldn't go straight to the right answer. Interesting. I guess I have to play this again and try that? Of course, it ended right before the question. Oh good, you're up. But like, how are you supposed to know that you're not supposed to go right to that answer? Like, it seemed perfectly logical based on the questions and the framing that that would be the thing that we needed to do. Yeah. I mean, there's also some typos in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if this game just needs another like once over or two. I think it's probably written. I think it's written by like one guy, so I cut him a lot of slack here. Are you with us, Falcon? Ah, it's the second time he's been soaking wet in an hour of playtime. Feeling sober? We should probably head back to the Aviary office so we can get some work done. I couldn't do anything, Sparrowson. Huh? I tried as hard as I could. I thought I had all the evidence. I thought I had the case in the bag. And yet I messed up. An innocent girl was executed on Saturday, and a real criminal walks free. What went wrong? Where's the justice? We need to try harder. Maybe we need to try harder? Try harder? I don't know if we messed up or the system messed up or what, but we just have to do our best as lawyers. Maybe if we work hard enough, we can stop mess ups from happening again. Or maybe the game could work, but I don't know. Sorry, Falcon. I don't have the answers. But what I do have is a freshly baked croissants from Pierre's Boulangerie. Croissants. Yep, they're waiting for you right back at the Aviary. I was in here moping about justice, and you offer me croissants. Well, it's not just croissants. I got some panna chocolate bread, chocolate pain. I could go for some panna chocolate. Fantastic, let's make a move. Alright, I admit it, these croissants are amazing. I told you, Pierre's Boulange on Rue Verde is something else. Oh, that reminds me. The baker told me something interesting. Do you know what they call pains au chocolat in America? They don't call them pains au chocolat? Nope. Pronunciation difficulties. American is a whole nother language. So what do they call them? Chocolate croissants. Hello? Yeah, chocolate croissants. What do they call profiteroles? I think those are called profiteroles. But rather than custard, they fill them with ice cream and smother them in melted chocolate. Simply outstanding. Is this the Aviary attorney? Can I speak to someone, please? What do they call crepes? Excuse me! Did you just hear something, Sparrowson? Down here. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. What can I do for you, little one? Yeah, chocolate croissant sounds amazing right now. I wish I could play this with a controller. Your name, perhaps? Mousy. My name is Mousy. What can we do you for, Monsieur Mousy? I have this friend, and he has fallen under some legal turbulence. Legal turbulence? You mean he's been arrested? Yes, I suppose so. They're saying he's a murderer, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it. That's quite a problem. I know. Oh, but I forgot to mention, he's the Prince of Spain. The Prince of Spain? And you didn't think this was worth mentioning from the start? I forgot. I must ask, Mousy, why did you come to us? I would have thought that the Spanish royal family would hire legal counsel with a little more... not terribleness? Call them royales with cheese. Expertise. Oh, the prince has great faith in your lawyering skills, Monsieur Falcon. He said the reputation as a lawyer was renowned. Really? The prince said that? This is a great opportunity, Falcon. Surely you wouldn't deny a request from the Prince of Spain. Of course not. Let's take the case. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We have our royalty to defend. That's the spirit. Good luck to you, messieurs. You aren't coming with us, Mousy? I have other matters to attend to, but Prince Juan is being held in the concierge. Wow, the concierge. Ah, damn French words. I'm sure he will fill in all the details. Right, let's make a move then. I guess we're going to the concierge. Going to the prison. Oh, it's you two again. Yeah, we're having the Lady Kitten's trial. You're royally screwed up, huh? I don't particularly want to talk about it. I mean, even I could see the cow was innocent, so you must have said something real stupid to get the guilty verdict. I said I don't want to talk about it. I mean, I'm not saying you're the world's worst lawyer, but we're actually here to see Prince Juan Cuerdo. Heir to the throne of Spain. The mouthy fox, huh? You guys driving me nuts with his senores and his flamboyant attitude. Concierge, like normal, then. Conciergerie. I say the sooner he hangs, the better. No. Well, come on. While we're young. While we're young. Prince of Spain, I presume. Indeed, I am Juan Guerdo, heir to the throne of España, and you must be the legendary lawyer, Senor J.J. Falcon. Well, I wouldn't say legendary. I wouldn't even say notable. Such humility. I would expect nothing less from a renowned individual such as yourselves. But let us get down to business. I trust my compañero, Melcy, explain the situation. He told us that you have been accused of murder, but we need some further details before we can start our investigation. Oh, of course. What is it that you wanted to know? Tell us about the murder. But to be honest, Prince One, I'm a little confused on as to how a member of royalty could get in so much trouble. Could you walk us through your activities on the day of the murder? Of course. Let me see, where do we begin? It was cold and misty morning on the 6th of January. I've heard that King Louis Philippe was unveiling a new painting at the Palais du Louvre. The Louvre. And I wished to meet the man himself. So after a brief stroll and picnicking to Le Gordon, I entered the palace. I found the royal entourage in the Louvre's guard gallery. When I saw an opportunity, I presented a humble gift to the king. A rose, an international symbol of passion and virtue. I love the music. Yeah, they're pretty bad, I know. How romantic. But before the king could take it, a rather rude person snatched it from my fingers. It was a royal guard, a dog by the name of Major Howl. Ouch, he cried Major Howl. I have pricked myself upon the thorns of this dastardly flower. And then the major slumped on the floor, his face turned blue, his mouth frothed, and then he died. He died straight away after being pricked? Straight away, Senora. It's obvious that the pricked finger was the cause of death, but I don't know if any poison that acts so fast. Nor do I, Senor Falcon. But clearly the police felt that poison upon the rose's thorns was the only logical explanation. And with so many witnesses, even the king himself, what could I say to defend myself? So where did this rose come from? I acquired it from a beautiful Parisian flower seller at Les Halles Markets. A girl by the name of Catherine Marie Swan. Marie Swan. But surely you're not suggesting that the flower girl applied the poison herself, Senor Falcon? Well, I'm not making any accusations yet. I'm just planning to explore every line of inquiry. Poison the rose has been added to your evidence folder. Did you want to ask something else, Senor Falcon? What were you reading? What are you reading before we so rudely interrupted? This book, it is a Spanish classic. Don Quixote of La Mancha. Do you know it? Readings for squares? I read it. It's a strange story. I don't know whether I'm supposed to be laughing or crying over the hero's misadventures. Indeed, it's easy to read the book as comedy. When I look around, I can't help but see all the people who think themselves knights. I have no idea what you two are prattling on about. Not a book lover, Senor Sproulson? I dabble. It's just that most of my reading material tends to be on the lighter side, nice and pulpy. I see. Well, how about this, Senor Sproulson? I will lend you this book. Maybe you'll have a chance to read it, and then you'll be able to join in on our conversation. Thank you, Ray. I'll keep it in my bathroom for totally reading material. Of course. El ingenious hidalgo Don Quixote de la Mancha has been added to your evidence folder. Was there anything else you wanted to know? Why are you in Paris? Why did you come to Paris, Prince One? I was on a diplomatic mission. I do not know whether you are familiar with current events, but you may have heard that my country is in a state of turmoil. Contenders for the Spanish throne are slandering, plotting, backstabbing. It's chaos. Chaos? Heresy? And the people are suffering. So I thought, if I can befriend some French royalty, perhaps even the king himself, maybe I can strengthen my family's name. With the Quierdo dynasty restored, I would have a chance at bringing peace to my beautiful nation. Wilp, I guess that plan's gone out the window. Sproulson, don't be rude. No, he is right. I have failed terribly. Don't fret, Prince Juan. We'll do everything in our power to clear your name. Maybe once the dust is settled, you'll have another opportunity to speak with King Louis Philippe and complete your mission. Thank you, Senor Falcon. I'm sure you'll do your best. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? No, I think that's everything. Thank you. What's the plan, Big Bird? Well, we have two lines of inquiry. We should head to the scene of the crime at the Palais de Louvre and see if we can find any clues. And we should interview the flower girl in La Halle Market and see if she has anything to say about this alleged poison user. Put down the music for a second. Resume. 2 tasks spread over for 6 days? That almost sounds too easy. Let's not get complacent. Good luck, senores. Wait a minute, Falcon. What is it? Did something seem off about Prince Juan to you? He's quite a character. Seemed colorful to me, throwing roses, spouting about literature. Juan's one suave Spaniard. Maybe I misread him. Oh look, if this is bothering you, then we should always ask around. Maybe someone in the city knows Juan's dirty secret. If he actually has anything to hide, that is. Yeah, let's dig up the dirt. But we've still got a trial to prepare for. Priorities, Sparrowson. Priorities. Let's try to dig up some dirt. Or let's go to the Leal. Yeah, take care, Umber. Thanks for stopping by. The pair arrive at La Marquette. Vendors and buskers, performing thieves, bourgeois, and peasants all bustle from place to place. Prince Juan said that he met the flower girl here. Signe, I think her name was. There's a swan with flowers over there. Do you think that's her? I think so. It's possible that she knows the murderer, or even that she is the murderer herself. We should probably act with tact and finesse. Excuse me, mademoiselle, flower lady? Oh. Excuse me. Mademoiselle, flower lady? We would like a word. Sparrowson has such a way of introducing. Tact, person, tact. We've been over this. Good day, messieurs. Are you interested in purchasing a flower? Yes, I wish to purchase a rose from my lady. I'm afraid that I'm out of roses. I sold my last one a week ago. Would you perhaps be satisfied with a chrysanthemum instead? I forget if the chrysanthemum... What does the chrysanthemum have? Isn't that the symbol of the Japanese Empire? Chrysanthemums? Of the Emperor? Is that wrong? That might be wrong. Oh, what's up, Krillic? No, you actually, you missed my first case where apparently I botched it. I'm not really sure how. But it's a lot of just clicking and adventuring. And I guess if the game works, then it works. We're investigating the Senor Fox, the Prince of Spain. Apparently he's been accused of murder. Apparently he tried to give the King of France a rose, but a guard grabbed it and pricked his finger on it, and then died from some sort of like poison or blue, and so everyone thinks he poisoned the guard. Perhaps you would be satisfied with the chrysanthemum. No. It's a beautiful flower from a fair maiden. Please don't mind Sparrowson. He fell out of his nest as a baby and said the dumb things ever since. Hey, let me introduce myself. I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Are you Mademoiselle Signe? That's right, Catherine Marie Signe. I suppose you were to ask about the royal assassination? How'd you know? I'm no fool, monsieur. I know that rose I sold was used as the murder weapon. To be honest, I'm surprised it's taken so long for someone to directly question me. The Parisian police seem to have a habit of missing obvious leads. So do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? Business is slow. Ask away. Where do you get your flowers from, if I may ask? Normally I gather them from the wild. Last week I found these chrysanthemums on the city limits. And that's the same place I discovered this monk's hood. But since it's still winter, I have to buy a lot of flowers from merchants who travel to Italy and the Netherlands. That's how I acquired the rose. What can you tell us about this particular merchant? Not a lot, monsieur. He's just an old man who passes through Paris a few times a year, selling his goods and wares. I see. I wonder if he's still here. No chance of him being a super-secret assassin? No, monsieur. Did you want to ask something else? Who bought your last rose? Mademoiselle, you mentioned that you sold your last rose a week ago. Who did you sell it to? The person who bought the rose. I didn't catch his name, but he was a charming red fox. Sounds like our Juan. Met him around a week ago, on the 6th. We talked for a little while, about the usual things, you know. Like how everyone seems to be in debt these days. Then he brought a rose. And left. I hear that Fox is on trial, but to be honest, monsieur, I don't think he's guilty. Oh? Why's that? Well... Actually, never mind. That's just a gut feeling. Also, isn't the chiptune-esque talking sounds really jarring to the aesthetics? Yeah, they really are. I think from a game design standpoint, I would give each character an instrument. Oh, cool. Yeah, the chrysanthemum is indeed the symbol of the Japanese imperial family. Yes! Flower lore. Should I pressure her or should I ease off? I feel like when I tried to pressure the maid, it didn't work until the end. I'm gonna pressure her. I don't care. I play hardball. I'm a Falcon. I need this W. If I was designing this game, instead of having that chiptune sound, I would definitely go with just sort of like an instrument, and that just plays like a little thing at the start, and that's how you know that's the voice of the person who's talking now. That would probably be just simpler, and also fits with the aesthetics. Kind of like a sound like what people have for like followers and things that's like that. Just like a nice little like simple sound, be done. Maybe even you could disable it. Mademoiselle, it just so happens that we're defending this particular fox in the court of law. Is that what it means? What's that? Cordays, I think. I'm terrible at French. I'm terrible at the France. Falcon, if you have something to say that could prove his innocence, now would be the time to let us know. I'm sorry, messieurs, I can't. Oh, wait, Mademoiselle, sick name. Wait up. Damn. Nice display of tact and finesse, Falcon. You scared her off. This one obviously knows something crucial about the case. We need to get the bottom of whatever it is. Agreed. But I don't think she'll be in the mood to tell us anything else. I know. Why don't we try acting with a little more tact and finesse next time? Get wrecked. Well, I think the instrument thing doesn't have to be the cadence of each note, how it is now. It could just be like the start of who it is, right? It could just be the starting sound and then be done with it. Alright, so Swan's hiding something. I don't know what. Let's go to the Louvre. Mademoiselle. Cordace. Oh, you don't pronounce the E in Mademoiselle, so. Mademoiselle. Ah, good to know. Falcon and Sparrowson make their way. This is like playing a game and playing Rosetta Stone at the same time. Falcon and Sparrowson make their way to the Place de Carousel, the courtyard just north of the Louvre's Grand Galerie. That's the Arc de Triomphe over there, right? I swear it's smaller than how I remember it. That's the Arc de Triomphe de Carousel, you doofus. The big Arc de Triomphe is up the road. What? No way. Why are there two? Because when a man like Napoleon invades half of Europe, he gets to build as many triumphal arches as he damn well pleases. Well, well, well. I never expected to see you here, JJ. That arrogant voice. Sigh. Good day, Severin. Let's be civil, JJ. Why don't you introduce me to your new assistant? Fine, fine, Severin. Oh, that's awesome. That rooster. Oh, it's Rooster Castile! Where is he? Fine, fine, Severin. This is Barrison, my assistant. That's pretty much it. Sparrison, this is Severin Cocorico, the most pompous prosecutor in Paris. Oh, are you two old school friends or something? More like arch rivals. Please, JJ, I think arch rival implies some sort of competition. As I recall, we met in a court on 5 occasions, and on 5 occasions did you get humiliated terribly. I'm amazed a failing bird brain like you is still able to get clients. Actually, Severin, business has never been better. I'll have you know that I'm currently employed by the Prince of Spain, no less. The Prince of Spain? Juan Cardo? Well, well, this is quite an amusing coincidence. Don't tell me. Correct. I am the prosecutor of the very same case. Get wrecked. It's a pity that the Spanish prince will indubitably hang, but I suppose that is what he gets for hiring a bird brain to represent him. Don't call me bird brain. You're the only bird brain here, Severin. Tisk. One always speaks badly when one has nothing to say. Voltaire. Oh, he's giving you the verbal smackdown. Quick, Falcon. Make a witty retort, huh? Oh, yeah, What he's saying proves nothing. Voltaire. Ooh! Heh. Very good, JJ. A worthy riposte. But enough talk. If you messieurs would excuse me, I have a case to prepare for. Yeah! Witty riposte. JJ Sparrowson. I'll see you two in court. Ugh, I can't stand that guy. He did seem like a bit of a cockerel. But is it true what he said? You know, he trounced you in court 5 times? I can't deny it. Severin has a reputation as a ruthlessly thorough prosecutor. Mounds of evidence, surprise witnesses. It's no wonder he always manages to one-up me. But this time will be different, right? I hope so. I know so, for you see... I stole this annotated map of the Louvre out of Cocorico's pocket when he was busy rattling off Voltaire quotes. Sparrowson, that's pretty impressive. I actually swear you were standing 3 meters away the whole time. You tall birds are so busy with your heads in the clouds that you don't ever notice us small folk running around your feet. Pinching Cocorico's pocket was like taking candy from a very tall baby. Let's take a closer look. I see this is the map of the entire Louvre area. Everything from Tuileries to the Rue du Louvre. Most convenient. Okay. We're currently standing here in the Place du Carrousel. And those penned arrows seem to show the route taken by the king's entourage, which means that the king first went here through Salle de Tibre, and then to here to the Grand Gallery where the murder occurred. Didn't Prince Juan say that he spent the morning in the Tuileries garden? That's right. That means Prince Juan approached for the Louvre from the west side over here. Sounds like we have a lot of places to visit. Where should we go first? The garden! Where the fox was. Our father-headed friends wander through the immaculately maintained Tuileries gardens. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. Until they spot a familiar face picking up litter by a tree line. Oh, hey Falcon, doesn't that groundskeeper over there look familiar? Getting more comfortable. Yeah, now that I'm looking at him, he does look a lot like the photographer. What's his name? Rabido Rabinio. Rabinio. Did someone call me? Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you, the lawyers who don't appreciate a masterful photograph when they see it. It's good to see that you gave up on your artsy dreams to pursue the more grounded career of groundskeeping. Hey, I'm not doing this willingly. I was giving community service for committing perjury. Can you believe that? They gave me a steam photographer community service. Me. Yeah, I can believe that. Perjury's somewhat serious. You should be thankful you got off without jail time. Pfft. You sound just like that self-righteous Judge Maxine. So did you two want to ask me something, or are you just here to gawp? Personally, I'm just gawping. Actually, I do have a couple questions if you don't mind, Monsieur Robinho. I don't suppose you bumped into a Spanish fox who goes by the name of Prince Juan, have you? I guess I was supposed to show the photo of what's missing. That's not what the question asked, though. Like, the question asked what was missing at the banquet. Banquet, not at the, not in the lobby. I don't know. I don't suppose you bumped into a Spanish fox who goes by the name of Prince Juan, have you? A Spanish fox? No, I've never met anyone like that. It's about assassination of the king, then you're asking the wrong person. I only started working here today. I see. So how's that groundskeeping working out? Yeah. Ace Attorney pulls that shit a lot. Terrible. Tourists are pigs. Sometimes literally. Ha. Look at all that rubbish I found. Beer bottles, tin cans, apple cores. Look what I picked up by the West Interest. A book page. A whole book I could understand, but a single page? What kind of blithering moron loses just one page? Wait a moment. Is it part of Don Quixote? Don Quixote. This is a page from Don Quixote. May I take it off your hands, monsieur? Sure. What's it worth? It's trash. It's literally worthless. I suppose I'll be destroying it as per my duties. Alright, alright. I suppose you deserve a little compensation for your trouble. How about you give me the page and... I'll speak with Judge Maxine. Here, take the page. Yeah, page 44 of El Ingenioso Hidalgo, Don Quixote de la Mancha. It's been added to your evidence folder. Do you want to ask something else? That's all. So, we didn't find out anything. We know he was in the garden, for sure, because of the Don Quixote page. So let's go first here. This is the room the king and his entourage stopped in before heading to the Grand Gallery. Right, interview. Well, since it's quiet, maybe we should take the opportunity to do a little snooping. Alright, let's snoop a loop. What should be the point? Surely all the interesting evidence would be in the Grand Gallery, where the murder took place. Think about it, Falcon. The police would have already gone over the gallery with a fine-tooth comb. I bet that numbskull inspector didn't even think to check this room for clues. Page 44 seems to be missing. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, definitely hit me up with these backseat gaming tips, because this is helping me out a lot. Yep. Page 44 seems to be missing. There's page 44. I bet that numbskull Inspector Valeri didn't even think to check this room for clues. There might be a murder weapon just under our beaks. Maybe it's just a decorative piece. It's a Roman doorstop. Roman doors were enormous marble slabs, so the door stops had to be similarly large in order to take place. You've played an embarrassing amount of Ace Attorney. Alright, fair enough. I don't think I've ever played one, so this is really helpful. I don't think that's right. My uncle's a Roman historian, trust me. Yeah, okay. This is some sort of ceremonial container. It's beautifully crafted, but what did it contain? Maybe it's an arcane wine cabinet. Don't be so ignorant, Falcon. This is a sacred Mesopotamian artifact, gifted the Emperor Hadrian for his victory at Euphrates in... Yeah, okay, this is all wrong. Hadrian was a Roman Empire. Mesopotamian? Oh, wait, maybe. Maybe not. I remember Hadrian for Hadrian's Wall, but Mesopotamian artifact? Euphrates? Was he in Persia? Stop making stuff. You and I both know nothing about Mesopotamia. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, okay, there we go. It could be a Hippo's chamber pot for all I know. I see a cabinet full of engraved plates, mostly bronze. How much do you think they are worth? I don't know. 300 francs a piece at least. Oh, I'm thinking of a different sound design idea. What if instead of a musical instrument, what if you actually had scribble notes, like you were writing in a certain font or a different format for different characters? What if you did that instead of the chiptune? I don't think archaeology works as a get-rich-quick scheme comparison. If you say anything about archaeology, I'm going to become a museum robber. Oh. Well, that's one way to get rich quick. These columns have been designed to look Roman. I think the style is Ionic. It's not Ionic, Falcon. Ion is when a character says something, but the reader knows it means something completely different. Heh, that's not. Never mind. Supporting column. It's holding the roof up. If the column were truly supportive, it wouldn't hold the roof up. It would encourage the roof to get to its location on time. Sigh. It smells good. Don't sip the exhibits, Parison. No, really. This urn smells amazing. It's almost chocolatey. You poor thing. You're hallucinating from hunger. Would you like to stop by a bakery on your way back to the office? Don't patronize this falcon. My nose never lies. I'm telling you, there's something in here. I can feel it. Now you're touching the exhibit. That's definitely a no-no. See, look what I found in the urn. Put that down, Sparrowson. It's someone's old rubbish. No, look. It's a chocolate wrapper. Judging by the smell, the chocolate was bitter and dark. 70, perhaps 80% coca. Belgian in origin. The level of wrapper crumbling and the firmness of the chocolate residue indicated this was discarded just a few days ago. Yes. I'm certain the chocolate contained in this wrapper was undoubtedly consumed on the 7th of January, on the day of the murder. My God, Sparrowson! You deduced all that from smelling the wrapper? Imagine what I could work out if I tasted it. That won't be necessary. Sparrowson, if you could apply this level of critical thinking to areas outside of food, you'd be the world's greatest detective. If only all evidence were edible. So do you have any idea which shop this chocolate was purchased from? That might help us track down the person who consumed it. No, there's no possible way we could know that. I suppose we'll just have to visit every confectioner in town and sample every bit of merchandise for comparison. Didn't the lion own a chocolate shop from the first one? No? Yes? I don't know. Interesting, because I can see Lander Hagelsack's Chocolate Emporium written on the wrapper. Well, you can't blame a bird for trying. We're done here for now, at least. Grand Gallery. It's such an interesting idea to have this aesthetic too, as people at the time when this way of sketching was popular actually were able to draw animals as perfectly, but not as humans. Here we are, the Grand Gallery, the murder room. Yeah, I'm digging this game's aesthetic and mechanics, except for the fucking court trial nonsense. It's probably because I'm unfamiliar with the genre. Like, I'm not sure about the whole, like, how everything works here. Because apparently, like, okay, so anyone who just joined, I completely screwed up the first case somehow. I was trying to select missing silverware to indicate that that's why the cat was eating with their dirty hands, but the game, like, I selected it and the game said that was the wrong piece of evidence, because that would have cleared up why the cat's hands were bloody instead of using a fork and knife. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see after I'm done streaming today if if this is like a known issue or if I'm just a dummy. Yumi thinks that I'm a dummy, and I totally agree with her, because apparently this has similar mechanics to Ace Attorney, and Ace Attorney does similar kind of things about trying to provide a more roundabout answer. So, I don't know. We'll see. So, anyways, I'm trying to be more diligent on this playthrough now, because I totally thought that it was the lion who did the actual crime, because he wasn't in the picture. Or it was Mr. Cat, because he wasn't in the picture. I don't know. But we'll see. I see hundreds of paintings. Which one is the new one? I haven't the foggiest. We'll have to ask someone. Oh, a porcupine. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Excuse me, monsieur. You look like you know your Mona Lisas from your last suppers. I love that. Nope, he's definitely talking to me. Keep it together, Eric. Yeah. This is life for every Eric. Oh, hi. Would you happen to know which painting was unveiled on the 7th of January, the one the king came to visit? No, I didn't figure out until the photographer showed up again and made that comment about you appreciating a fine photograph. I assumed that the photograph had a missing. The clock actually had a time in the photograph that the photographer had, right? While the actual clock piece was empty. That's my guess. So it might have been actually the photographer. Anyways, would you happen to know which painting was unveiled on the 7th of January? The one that the king came to visit. Oh yeah, I can help you with that. It's the piece right behind you. I see. It's a painting of the king himself. Nice. That's one noble-looking penguin. What do you think of it, Falcon? What do I think? Well, I'm no art critic, but it's subtle and nuanced. The careful brushstrokes, the pre-Raphaelite soft tones, the subliminal use of light. This is contrasted, nuanced work. It's an evocative painting that alludes to a forgotten era. You said a lot of words, but I'm not sure if any closer to knowing your opinion. I'm getting the impression that messieurs aren't regulars at art galleries. No, we're we're a right pair of Philistines. Speak for yourself, Falcon. I've never been to the Middle East. Then I'm guessing you're here to investigate the king's assassination attempt. That's right. We're actually hoping you could ask a couple of questions about what you saw. I wasn't even in Paris when the murder took place. I didn't see anything. But, I have a friend who might be able to help out. Ooh. What's this? R&M Associates? Home of Bernard Volps? Private investigator? Oh, he's a fox. Thank you, but I don't normally deal with these gray area of the law types. No, please give the guy a chance. He helped me out of a bind before. I'm sure he can do the same for you. Well, I'm not making any promises, but I'll keep hold of the card. We appreciate the help in any case. It's no trouble. Oh, okay. I need to take a quick 2-minute break. Fill up my water, go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back, guys. So, I'll be right back.